Hey, what's going on, you guys? I'm back with another video. Look, oh, they just started playing. That was not my fault. But anyway, we're gonna get back to the topic of this review. I just had to come here and share my thoughts on this whole Nick Gordon situation on interview slash intervention on Dr. Phil. I got a couple of questions. I got a couple of opinions, and we just gonna go through this video. It might not be long, and it might get long. I don't know. I'm hungry, so it might not be long. And plus, I got rice cooking. I got some inconsiderate kids downstairs who do not like to watch food, so they cook the big pot of rice they burnt, so they gonna eat that. I'm in separate pot since I stood on my feet and cooked the big pot. I ain't gonna tell y'all, but I cooked, and it includes rice and gravy, so they want to burn it. They want to be inconsiderate on their phones and them burnt and scorched that pot of rice. They gonna eat it. I'm not eating that junk, cause y'all know you're not about to mess up my dinner. Some good seasoned gravy too, with some good tender meat, and you to mess up the big no. Y'all know that's gonna taste nasty. Some scorched rice on some good. Oh no, man! So y'all gonna eat it? I'm not eating that. But anyway, my situation and my thoughts on the situation is where the hell? And the mama called. Why the hell? Where the hell she come from? First of all, why is she coming out now? Second question. Third question is, why is Nick Gordon on live television, sweetheart, and you know your son is battling a legal battle where right now he's in trouble because there's some unanswered scars that's on her, and then the situation of her dying, almost basically dying like her mother did, and all this escapades, and you're doing live television. Really? Now, with that being said, I'm trying to understand and grasp the fact that he's drinking, he's misusing pills, he's trying to commit suicide, he's going through depression, and then he lost two people. I'm trying not to go in because really, this child needs help. I'm not talking about no help that you can go take him to the church and pray over. No, sweetheart. I'm talking about Jesus, some professional help, and something that Dr. Phil can't do. Now let's get into this. But first of all, somebody, his publicist, whoever, what the hell he got a publicist for? He don't need no team. We don't know him. He ain't famous. What? From eating Bobby Christina Coochie? But anyway, I'm still trying to figure out why. Okay, let's bring it down. Mother, your son is a public figure, but not a real public figure. He's a public figure for fucking Bobby Christina. Oh, it's just so much in this interview that I have just got to talk about, and it just might be a long video. But anyway, y'all, it's so much stuff to talk about. I don't know where to start. Let's start with this publicist leaking this video. Right before we get to Dr. Phil, he's in the hotel and they leaked a video of him drunk. I'm not talking about tipsy. I'm not talking about drunk where you know you tipsy, but you know that's the end, so you don't take no more shots, no more drinks. I'm not talking about drunk where you just talking crazy. I'm talking about drunk, the drunk you give to your friends on your B-day, the turn up kind of drunk, the way you don't know what the hell you did just 2 minutes ago, that kind of drunk where you can't stand up, you can't keep your balance, and even you can't stand up when somebody is helping you. He was drunk to the drunk to the drunk. He was drunk, and you know damn well you had a public interview. Now, America and the fans already don't see it for you because of the way you came into the situation. They don't see it for you because you're marrying your brother. It feels like a whole month. It feels like publicity. And then this does not even sit with me well because word on the curve is they're shooting a reality show. Now, why the hell would you be shooting a reality show if this is true? Allegedly shooting a reality show, so y'all won't come back and sue me. Okay. When y'all had flack about Whitney's body, who just let the family rest, and we still, y'all ass ain't grieving. Y'all are using it as a publicity fact. Grieving my behind, okay? Ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody checking for this situation. I don't even know why I don't even know why Dr. Phil even wastes his time even doing this review or this interview slash intervention because I'm just not okay. Let's get into the real tea. Let's dig deep. But hold on, before we dig deep, let's dig back up and let's get into what happened. Uh, his mother disclosed, when Whitney was there, remember, she put him out at 12, and since 12, he's been staying with Whitney everywhere. Whitney and Bobby went. Bobby Christina went and took him with police. All the awards. So at the time, Whitney was going through her addiction, so she was going to rehab, and she took Bobby Christina and Nick Gordon with her as consoling. But the real gag in the tea is, no, it was not just. And this is based on what he told her. Remember, he cannot speak because he's drunk for one, and he's on the legal back. So anything he says in his interview, they can use it against him. They have the right to pull, if you know the court of law and all that. Yes, he know he's right. But anyway, she's basically spilling stuff that he told her. So she's telling everything. He's like, so did he have the problem? She's like, well, no, it was Whitney. But the real tea is, Whitney had the problem, Bobby Christina had the problem, and he had a problem. You can't tell me no damn difference because he was drinking too much. He know too much and he done seen too much. That is where all this guilt tripping, this drinking is coming from. He done seen Whitney do some stuff and he seen Bobby Christina do some stuff. Because it's not just all of a sudden Bobby Christina's drunk and using drugs and no, she was doing that shit, but she was doing it with her mama. Her mama Whitney let Bobby Christina get away with a whole lot of stuff, and now that Whitney is dead, now everything's starting to spill over. Now we're starting to see the real tea of what's been happening behind closed doors. Y'all want to blame Bobby? Bobby ain't got nothing to do with this. Bobby ain't got nothing to do with this. It is between Whitney and what Whitney let her daughter do, and now we're seeing the aftermath of what's going on. Now let's get into the real gag and the tea. Is the real gag and the tea is the reason why Bobby Christina behind the sitting up there half dead and fighting for her life. It shows to tell you that you honor your father and your mother, and it shows you to respect your elders. She done cursed Angela Bassett out and called her every word in the book but the child of God, every bitch you can think of, because she was not casted in that movie. Now you're sitting here fighting for your life. You disrespected your mother. You disrespected your grandma. Now you're sitting here fighting for your life. That's the real gag and that's the real tea. And that's the real reason why she's fighting for her life. Don't like it? You can check back out and click off this video. It is what it is. Okay? It shows you do not disrespect your elders. So you live that lifestyle will begin to live you. Now, you might not like it, but it's the doggone truth. Okay? Now let's get back into this interview. So, he's talking about, oh my God, I hate Baby Christina, and I just this, and I'm just out of my mind. He was just, the family wasn't, I love Baby Christina, I miss Whitney, I couldn't do it, I couldn't revive her, I couldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. Stop it. Ain't nobody here for them crocodile tears. Ain't nobody here for this publicity stuff, because let me just tell you, as a human being who is suffering, who has guilt, who has seen death, who has now seen death again because I'm experiencing what I experienced with a person who took care of me and who raised me, you would think that I would not call Dr. Phil a public figure and a celebrity doctor. I would call the Atlanta doctor, check myself into rehab, and deal with my problems out of the public eye. Why my lover is now fighting for her life. Pow. Now, question is, why the hell did his mama call Dr. Phil? Why did he even have a publicist? You can't tell me he done seen too much and he knows something. He know why Whitney died. He know who killed her. He has something to do with the death, because she's basically dead. While Bobby Christina's in that coma. And it's not all about him having a lawyer and being under this oath and something like that. They're saying that you need not say that because what can be said, what will be said can be used against you. You know something. Because the reason I don't blame Bobby Brown at all, because he's doing what a father's supposed to do at this time, is keeping any and everybody away from my daughter while we're experiencing this time of bereavement, while my daughter is dead, basically dead, and fighting for her life. So with that being said, Nick was there, a third party was there. You know what happened, and you know how she got that way. But if you really care about her, Nick Gordon, you would tell what's going on if it does not jeopardize you going to jail, or if it does not jeopardize you having something to do with it. But if you did not have nothing to do with it, and she all of a sudden tried to kill herself or tried to drown herself and say, "Hey, I want to go see mommy," then you would disclose the situation. She was suicidal. She's been drinking. She's still dealing with grieving about her mama. And then boom. But no, we have not got any information. You're not telling you no information. And all of a sudden, you're grieving. You hate Bobby Brown because he's being a dad. You hate Pat. Why? I mean, he's just talking like a 9-year-old child. And I'm sitting here like, Dr. Phil, cut this interview off. It's clear that he cannot say anything. It's clear that he cannot comprehend. And I'm just like, okay, why is this even on? Obviously, you know what? I can't even blame Dr. Phil at this point because they called him. He didn't call in for no interview. He didn't call in for no ratings. So hey, the dumb fool called me. We're going to get these ratings up. We're going to get this interview. We're going to give the people what they want to see. So he did that. So, hey, by all means, Dr. Phil, get your coin. Exploit him because he exploited himself. You didn't exploit him because you knew you was getting ready to do an interview. Why the hell would you go to the interview drunk and high? Out your mind to the point where you don't know where the hell you was at. You was all over the place. You talking about Bobby Brown 1 second. Next thing you talking about Bobby. And then you talking about Whitney. You know what? Let us pray for Nick Gordon. Because I'm not even going to bash him because he needs help. He needs serious help. He is going through his experience. He's dealing with guilt. And guilt is a mother. Okay? It's a mother. Guilt will kill you faster than any drug or any alcohol beverage will kill you. He's dealing with demons. He's dealing with spirits. And it's contracted his mind. Let's get tears for just one quick minute. You need to. I'm praying for him now because he needs prayer. It's beyond publicity. It's beyond bashing. This child is threatening. He's this close to cracking and losing his mind. He's at the point to committing suicide. He's at the point, at the inch of his life that he could be dead today or tomorrow. He can be dead at 8 o'clock. Between the hours and seconds and minutes of 8 o'clock a.m. and 8:01. It's just that serious. So I'm not gonna bash him. I'm just gonna pray for him because he needs help. He knows something. Either he has something. He knows something. He knows something. He knows a lot. And let me tell you, he has a problem. So we're gonna pray for him, and we're gonna continue to pray for him, and continue to pray for the Brown family, continue to pray for the Gordon family because they need it. I'm just. And with things at this point, it's ridiculous. I'm just like, send him to rehab, let him get his life together. He needs prayer, he needs Jesus, he needs church, and he needs the nearest pastor to plead the blood over his life because he's dealing with some demons, and the devil right now at this moment is attacking him. His mind, the worst thing they say, the worst thing to waste is a mind. The devil can. He starts with your mind. He starts with your heart. He starts with your thinking process, and once he gets your mind. Everything will follow. He can say, Nick Gordon, kill yourself. He's going to pick up the weapon. He's going to kill himself. Drink until you can't drink no more. He's going to pick up that bottle and he's going to drink. Say, I hate Bobby Brown. Do it. His mind is contracted. So pray, and he needs nearest Jesus. Somebody needs to plead the blood over him. He needs professional help. He needs Jesus. So continue to pray for him. Continue to pray for the family. And I'll continue to pray for everybody. So God bless, and I will see you next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and please let me know your thoughts on this Nick Gordon, Dr. Phil intervention / in the situation because it's a publicity stunt. I'm not here for it. I don't believe it, and I'm not here for Nick Gordon. But I'm still gonna pray for him because he needs help. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.